that money won't rule always. I've got a feeling that there is a prophetic fire that is blooming and blowing across the state of Missouri. I've got a feeling that there's a prophetic fire in Liberty, Missouri that's blowing across this state, and that 1,000 voices can trump $1 million when God is on our side. I've got a feeling that the prophetic fire is blowing in the state of Missouri, and we will no longer do what those who have the money say do, but we will do what those who say have the voices to do. Let us rise up, band together, and do what is right for the state of Missouri. Now, what does that mean for us going forth? Number one, it means that this is not the end, but this is the beginning. Somebody shout out, we'll be back on April 3rd. Oh, come on, tell them we'll be back on April 3rd. We're asking you to join us for our rally for a moral Missouri. Details to follow, but we will be back here because the agenda is not complete. Secondly, we're asking everybody to vote. 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 50 years ago or so, Dr. King said it was a shame that there were so many Negroes in the South did not have the right to vote, and so many Negroes in the North who felt like they had no reason for which to vote. But I stopped by to tell you, we've got a reason. We've got a reason to vote. So vote early, and we challenge every individual in here today to commit to getting 50 voices and signatures to sign our petitions so that we can get early voting as law in the state of Missouri. Finally, we leave you with this. There was a young shepherd boy named David. He didn't have much power behind him, but he had a slingshot and a few smooth stones. Everybody was afraid of the giant, but David came, Missouri Faith Voices came, CCO came, Moore Square came, Metropolitan Congregations United came to the giant, because giants do fall. Giants do fall. Giants do.
I feel like I ought to take an offering or give an invitation. Oscar Romero, Archbishop of San Salvador, was assassinated in 1980 while celebrating Mass in a small chapel in a cancer hospital where he lived. He became a voice for all of those who had no voice in his country. On the anniversary of his commemorating his martyrdom, these words were shared. It helps now and then to step back and take a long view. The kingdom is not only beyond our efforts, it is beyond our vision. We accomplish in our lifetime only a fraction of the magnificent enterprise that is God's work. Nothing we do is complete, which is another way of saying the kingdom always lies beyond us. No statement says all that could be said. No prayer fully expresses our faith. No confession brings perfection. No pastoral visit brings wholeness. No program accomplishes God's church's mission. No set of goals and objectives include everything. This is what we are about. We plant the seeds that one day will grow. We water the seeds already planted, knowing that they hold a future promise. We lay foundations that will need further development. We provide yeast that produces effects far beyond our capabilities. We cannot do everything, and there is a sense of liberation in realizing this. This enables us to do something, and to do it very well. It may be incomplete, but it is a beginning, a step along the way, an opportunity for the Lord's grace to enter and to do the rest. We may never see the end results, but that is the difference between the master builder and the worker. We are workers, not master builders, ministers, not messiahs. We are prophets of a future, not our own. We're here because of that. We want to claim the future God has promised us. We want to claim that future, dignity for every person. I invite you to join me in uttering one of the most famous prayers ever uttered, the prayer of St. Francis. And sometimes we recite this prayer quietly in humble settings. I'd rather you say it boldly today. The Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, where there is injury, where there is doubt, where there is despair, where there is darkness, where there is sadness, O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled, to be understood, to be loved, for it is in giving, it is in pardoning, and it is in dying to self. May God grant us the grace to be a voice for justice in our world. Amen. Would you stand with me and turn and face that way so they can take your picture?
Yep, yeah. We're sitting up right now.
All right. Don't leave. They're coming to take your picture. Looks like you're happy to be here now. May God's grace be upon you as you're an advocate in our state.